Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hi-Fi Dojo. It is a new name, but we have the same game plan. With that out of the way, I wanted to show everyone some of the games that I went ahead and added to my NES Classic. I felt like if I were going to add every single game in the NES library, it would have been counterintuitive to what I wanted to enjoy out of the system. I felt like I would have spent more time trying to select the game than actually playing. So here's a quick list of the games that I've added. First on the list is Gremlins 2, the new batch. This game was developed by Sunsoft and released in October of 1990. This is a great action platformer with a top-down viewpoint. The various levels, they're set in the fictional Clam Center building from the film. The weapons range from using tomatoes to matches with a makeshift bow. A lot of the enemies and bosses range from the movie. As you can see, the electric gremlin here. There's a spitball gremlin. Even the arachnid appears in this game. The personality of the movie is well represented. I just love the use of color. It's just well thought out, and it was a highly coveted game when it released. A lot of people really enjoyed playing this game. I remember a lot of people renting it out. I highly recommend this game. I would give it a 5 out of 5. Next up is Crashing the Boys Street Challenge. This game was developed by Technos Japan and released in October of 1992. This is a story-driven sports game. It consists of individual as well as team events. There's up to 4 players with a 5th computer control team. The competitions range from the hammer throw, the excellent rooftop jumping. There is a fighting competition, the 400-meter hurdles. There are so many games in here that are so much fun to play. The graphics are, as you know, they're well developed. Technos Japan never fails to disappoint here. As you know, Technos does like to have RPG elements in all of their titles. Not one team could dominate with ease. You could buy food, different maneuvers to boost up your stats. I really enjoyed this game. It does have a learning curve when it comes to the competitions, so I would give it a 3 out of 5. Next up is Shatterhand, developed by Jalico and released in December of 1991. This overlooked action platformer is a really great game. The gameplay mechanics are quite ahead of its time. As you can see here, the game consists of punches and kicks, grabbing on ledges. The fighting is at a frantic pace. You do get assistance by what I would refer to as droids, and you are able to boost your stats by collecting coins. You can also purchase 1-ups. If you are still a 2D aficionado, and let's say you just recently purchased that game on Nintendo Switch, what comes to mind? Cyber Shadow. If you enjoyed Cyber Shadow, you would definitely enjoy this game. It's highly recommended. I would rate this a 4 out of 5. Alright, next up is River City Ransom, developed by Technos Japan and released in January of 1990. This is a great beat 'em up, infused with the typical RPG elements that Technos is known for. A favorite amongst many. The non-linear approach to the stage progression, it would offer a level of variety not seen in this type of genre. The design choice made the world of River City seem much more expansive than it really was. The designers pulled it off so well that I'm quite shocked that other companies did not follow this format for a lot of their games. The branching paths and whatnot made it feel like you were really inside this city. Your imagination would run wild playing this game. I highly recommend this game if you have not played it. This game is definitely a 5 out of 5. Last but not least, this is Street Fighter 2010 The Final Fight, developed by Capcom, released in September of 1990. This is an incredibly difficult action platformer. The best way that I could describe this game is an endless boss rush mode. The difficulty is set really high. It's cranked up to 11, but it is such a good experience. I love how Capcom was able to work past the limitations of the NES and deliver a great experience. It almost felt like a 16-bit video game on the 8-bit NES. Such a great game. You will get frustrated. I cannot stress that enough. But if you are up to the challenge, it's a very satisfying video game. I would give it a 4 out of 5. And with that being said, which games have you added to your NES Classic? Drop a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all later.